The First Barbary War, otherwise known as the Tripoli War, was fought between the United States and Berber states, located in North Africa, which comprised of modern-day Morocco, Algeria, Libya, and Tunisia. Conflict between these two lands erupted when American merchant ships, trading in the Mediterranean Sea, were captured by Berber pirates, who killed or held American crews for ransom. Unable to rely on the British Navy for protection after its independence, the United States reluctantly paid tribute to the pirates but began to prepare for war by building a small navy. In 1801, America fought its first war as a republic. American ships attacked Tripoli, and after a series of battles with Berber peoples, a treaty to end the First Barbary War was signed in 1805.
The treaty ended hostility between the two nations, but required the U.S. to pay ransom for captured American crews. Despite this, the First Barbary War showed America's ability to execute a war in a foreign country and establish the United States as a cohesive military force.
The Tripoli Monument, located in the United States Navy Academy in Annapolis, Maryland, was built in 1806, the year after the war ended. The monument commemorates the U.S. victory over Berber pirates during the First Barbary War and celebrates the valor of 6 soldiers: Richard Somers, Master Commandant; James Caldwell; James Decatur; Henry Wadsworth; John Dorsey; and Joseph Israel. The monument has seen several locations while in the U.S. Originally, the monument was placed in the Washington Naval Yard in 1808. It was relocated to the Capitol in 1831 and was moved to its current site in the Annapolis Naval Academy in 1860. The relocation of the monument provides a more relevant setting. It being placed in the Naval Academy is more significant because the First Barbary War was the United States' first naval war as a nation. The monument is partly secluded between the admissions office and the Navy Museum, placing the monument in the Academy's past, present, and future. On their way to being admitted to the Naval Academy, new cadets must march past the marble monument, giving them a glimpse of the Navy's proud past. As the viewer approaches the monument, their eyes guided upward towards a tall pillar flanked by statues. But as one walks closer to the structure, they are drawn to the 6 names inscribed on the square base. The names, placed on a tomb-like sandstone base, are the most prominent words found on the monument. This acts as an honor to the tremendous sacrifices made by these brave sailors.
On top of the base are 6 allegorical figures depicting history, fame, commerce, and the homeland with her children beside her. Gazing upward, history is seen documenting the deeds of the Americans and sits ready to record triumphs yet to be made. As its first victory off the continent, the Americans made a global statement with their successes against the Berber pirates, deserving of a footnote in history. Winged Fame holds a laurel wreath crowning the young nation for its accomplishments. The United States gained recognition as a country with the ability to hold their own. The Italian sculptor Giovanni Cimicali represented America as a Native American woman. The statue contains maternal qualities, but also stands in a strong and powerful stance, indicating American values of leadership and defense. Dressed in a way reminiscent of a Roman soldier, Commerce represents trade in the Mediterranean, reflective of the causes for the Barbary conflict. With his hand raised full of pride, the figure displays the nation's economic prosperity. In the center of the statues is a marble block, with different writings or pictures engraved into the sides. One side provides meaning for each allegorical statue. The love of glory inspired them, fame has crowned their deeds, history records the event, the children of Columbia admire, and commerce laments their fall, is written in order to convey the significance of each statue to the viewer. Another side depicts a burning ship in battle, giving the viewer a sense of the danger of naval warfare. On another side, the purpose for the monument is revealed, stating that it was erected in the memory of Captain Richard Somers, Lieutenant James Caldwell, James Decatur, Henry Wadsworth, Joseph Israel, and John Dorsey, who fell in different attacks that were made on the city of Tripoli. Lastly, a fourth side has an inscription, quoted as saying, "As a small tribute of their respect to their memory, and of admiration of their valor, so worthy of imitation, their brother officers have erected this monument." This conveys that the monument, as impressive as it is, dwarfs in comparison to the sailors' heroic deeds. The style of the block evokes traditional Greco-Roman sarcophagi, hinting at the ancestral ties between the United States and the ancient Rome and Greek civilizations.
Bordering the top of the marble block on each side are engravings of heads of Berber pirates whose casualties number 800, as opposed to the 35 U.S. soldiers lost in the war. Upon further scrutinization, viewers can interpret the representations of the pirates in a critical way. One could render the ethical connotations given off by the images as a mockery of the enemy. It could even be alluded to that the heads are trophies and are given stereotypical features that dehumanize. On the other hand, we do not believe that the motifs were added out of malice or for such an extreme purpose. The addition of the heads of Berber peoples provides contextual information so the viewer can more easily understand the purpose of the monument.
Arguably the visual focal point of the Tripoli Monument, the pillar draws the viewer's attention from a distance and leads the viewer's eye towards the sky when standing up close. It is done in the traditional style of the rostral column, a type of victory column that dates back to ancient Greece and Rome, which were constructed to commemorate a naval triumph. The column features 3 anchors adorned with a ribbon on both sides, and 3 bisected ships symbolizing the Navy and their victory at sea. Perched atop the rostral column is the long-standing symbol for the United States, its national bird, the bald eagle. The eagle stands proudly, tilting its head to the right, and decorated with a sash featuring the national motto, E Pluribus Unum, and carrying a shield featuring the pillar representing the Navy acts as a support for the eagle's placement on top of the monument, in a way stating that the Navy works as a central support to the country. Overall, the Tripoli Monument effectively memorializes an obscure but extremely pivotal event in U.S. history. The monument is strategically placed so that it can be easily accessed, yet can be appreciated in a serene place. The usage of art themes such as symbolism and allegorical imagery allows for interpretation of the monument, but also provides enough information to educate the viewer. The Tripoli Monument acts as a reminder of the Navy's origins and embodies the pride, strength, and glory of the American Navy.